Morning to everybody, and welcome to our debate. The title was said before by Christopher. Thank you, Christoph. And the right promotion of cosmetic industry in difficult times. I would like to, first of all, to welcome my guests and introduce them. Mr. Grzegorz Sinacki, Chief Expert, Department Trade and International Cooperation, Ministry of Economic Development. Then there is Mrs. Blanka Chmurzyńska-Brown, Director General of the Polish Union of Cosmetic Industry.
Hello, good morning.
We have Mr. Ambassador Jerzy Droszcz, Director of Foreign Promotion Bureau at the Polish Chamber of Commerce. And we have our expert, Mrs. Anna Oborska, Director General, Polish Association of Cosmetic and Detergent Industry.
Good morning.
Welcome. And online, we have Director of Mrs. Agnieszka Siekierska-Otwoska, Products and Standards Department Director of the Polish Investment and Trade Agency. Good morning.
Hello,
Good morning, Agnieszka. Good morning.
You via internet because COVID interrupted me to join you directly. I'm in home isolation, but I'm here with you.
We are fully aware of these challenges, so that's why the title is in these challenging times, because we realize, that you are also a very important person for this debate, so we wanted to have you even in our quarantine. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so just to maybe recapture a little bit what we do. So BERM Agency is an operator of branch promotional program of cosmetic industry on behalf of Ministry of Economic Development. And we prepared very special promotion for the whole cosmetic industry. Our activities are really full with inspirations, full with company movies, webinars, debates, and filled with lots of information given by companies' presentation, but also we have a very special website linked to the main website of WeCosmoProf as the only country. So we have created a digital catalog for cosmetic companies. So that will stay for us and for the advantage of all international buyers, also for the months to come. So that's not the end; it's just the beginning. So this was the first 5 days of WeCosmoProf, which we experiencing. But this is some value we created will stay with us for the long time, for the sake of these companies. And maybe the summary from the last 4 days, I gave a little bit, just before a minute. But first of all, I would like to highlight the dynamics of development of Polish beauty sector. You mentioned, Blanka, in one of your first speeches, I remember, that Poland's cosmetic market grew since 2005 till 2019 by 38%. So, and at the same time, Italian market or French market shrank. So that was then very informative report prepared from Nielsen, and it was about cosmetic, and that cosmetic industry in Poland is driven by a new technology, and it's also very dynamic, and Polish customers are aware of the value of products and aware of prices as well. That was then interesting presentations from Mintel about sustainability and good quality, plus awareness also of Polish awareness of our clients. That was also presentation given by Mrs. Anna Oborska about what companies should be aware of being on international EU market, not only compliance with all regulations. That was also a very important message. And we would like to maybe start from some questions, from general questions. And my first question would be to Mrs. Agnieszka Siekierska-Otwoska from agency, from Polish Trade and Investment Agency. Yes? Can we start? Yeah, you hear us well, yes? So, your agency is a very good supporter for years already, for the promotion of Poland and promotion and investments. So, what support you can give to the foreign contractor who are interested, to invest and who are interested to trade with Polish companies?
Okay, let's start for our mission. Polish Investment and Trade Agency mission is to increase the inflow of foreign direct investment to Poland and to support, of course, Polish companies in promotion of their products and Polish brands. And the important thing is that we operate both here in Poland, in Warsaw, with specialized relationship managers who take care of the company's project, and through our foreign trade offices abroad, which are located on all continents. So I can say this is very unique value in cooperation with foreign business, the international people network with their knowledge of local business culture, local requirements and local languages and local context, of course, which is very important. I think that we are the only one who can give this kind of support both for international and Polish partner companies. And how do we work? How we do make our offer? We offer support in choosing the optimal path of expansion abroad. And we have offer for advanced companies and for startups and small companies. For advanced companies which are ready and have capacity, which is important in our opinion to export, we offer current access to comprehensive fresh information on the economic and legal environment locally. We also help in overcoming administrative procedures, finding and matching reliable partners and suppliers, which is very important. As a part of consulting services, we offer information and analysis packages, practical analysis, organization of B2B meetings, trade mission, of course, and participation in international fairs, and right now mostly online like we do today. For startups and small companies, we concentrate on gathering right information and education, and building knowledge and giving tips on how to start selling products in demanding markets. And when I look into cosmetic sector, our activity concentrate mostly on preparing list of potential business partners, verifying business partners, which is now in the COVID situation more and more important, how we can observe. Then animating and making contacts with business partners, and help in overcoming and following rules of entering local specific requirements markets with specific products. As we know, most businesses activities are run now online, and Polish Investment and Trade Agency doesn't sleep and also have to meet these expectations. So we are now currently working on a new program, Active Export e-program, that connects Polish and foreign entrepreneurs online. And the main goal of this program is to build a network of contacts and business relations on foreign markets due to the specific local requirements and business culture. A program is divided into three parts, a modern industry sector catalogs, including, of course, companies' presentation, virtual conferences, and aftercare services. The most important in this program is to match the specific requirements of the local market with the well marketing prepared catalogs and virtual conferences organized by our foreign trade office. And when we talk about the online activities, also I can mention that we have been and still organizing a series on information and education webinars, including the cosmetic sector. And also we are planning export training for young companies. So far, in the period of COVID, we have prepared 8 webinars for cosmetic sector for Asian markets, Australia, Africa, Europe, including Spain and Portugal. And in this month, for example, we plan another 2 for Korea and Scandinavia.
So you are very active. I think we'll start from the next question, because then we can then continue for the last, because we have time limitations. So I know that you will talk about this because it's very interesting topics. Which
I told you yesterday.
Absolutely. You have full right. So the next one, because I know that Polish Chamber of Commerce runs the trade delegations and runs the very good promotion on very important markets for for years already, since the 2000, since 19, I think, 90, yeah, 1990. So you have really big experience in trade missions, in a promotion of Polish companies. Right now, of course, it's a little bit different, but the trade delegations are also different. But are there any trends, what you notice, are there any favorite countries, favored by Polish companies? So that's they like the most?
Thank you very much. Of course, whole world is interesting for Polish companies and this fantastic sector. As it was already said, Poland is the fifth biggest producer of cosmetics in the European Union and the sixth in Europe. And also it is important to say that starting from 2004 till 2019, production of cosmetics in Poland is bigger 5 times. It means in 2004 it was only 3 billion Polish zlotys. In 2019 it's almost 15 billion zlotys. So it's something worth to say. The biggest markets are, of course, concerning the exportation of cosmetics, Polish cosmetics, are Germany, Russia, and Great Britain. Of course, it's Europe, but other countries are also very interesting for Polish companies. In Asia, for instance, I can enumerate Taiwan, China, Korea, of course, South Korea, maybe one day also North Korea.
So we are entering the new markets constantly,
of course.
And quite frequently.
Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, Kuwait, Emirates. In Europe, I would like also to add Hungary, Denmark, Georgia.
So we are everywhere.
Yeah.
That was said, that we are very, very dynamic. So that's really amazing, amazing figures also. And thank you very much for the job you are doing, as a Polish Chamber of Commerce, because it's important to promote, to make the Polish companies present on this market. Blanka, I wanted to ask you, right now, because you presented, that was presented the report from done by Nielsen, but prepared partially by your union with many data from your companies given, and also then by Mintel. What would be the background? How do you rate, the Polish companies on the background of this presentation given by this both institution?
I think to start with, to go a little bit, to give a little bit of background what we do. The Polish Union of Cosmetic Industry is actually an engine, a driving engine in economic diplomacy for Polish cosmetic sector. So as from 2011, we were really very much engaged in making sure that Polish cosmetic producers have a national pavilion in Cosmoprof Bologna. We were present there year by year. We made sure that there is hard work, and we also wanted to make sure that Poland is a partnering country for Cosmoprof Bologna in 2016, and so on and so forth. So obviously
and it
today,
gives results.
It gives results, but obviously today the circumstances are different. We have to play as COVID allows us to.
So we do that.
We do that. And secondly, we have a mandate to actually be an expert and to give advice, expertise, information about how the Polish cosmetic export develops. Because even today at We Cosmoprof, out of all exhibitors are our members apart from 2 companies. So this also gives us knowledge and feedback from companies what's needed. And I think this is important, and it shows the cooperation between BERM, Ministry of Development, and us. It shows that the instruments we developed, for example, the digital catalog that we wanted so much, so badly, and we knew that it will take a lot of work, especially on you guys, on BERM. But it was worth it because it's an instrument that will stay with us. But okay, this is just a little bit of background, but what I really wanted to talk about is the figures and, as you said, the information gathered by us, teamed up with Nielsen and Mintel, to make sure that we actually do this economic diplomacy for the industry. So to be able to give the data, to show, for example, very current information showing MAT data, July 2019 to July 20,
So very fresh
data, showing that Polish cosmetic market has developed by 3% in that time, taking into consideration that half of that time is under COVID.
The reports are that good as data is included in
and
that,
data, and also
must be
analyzing
updated.
the data and giving the feedback to the surrounding, to the buyers, to the all listeners of our Polish Beauty channel. But what's important is that if we do compare our Polish cosmetic market with the main competitors in Europe, at the same moment we were developing by 3%. I'm talking just about this 12 months, July to July. Spain, for example, market has shrunk by 3%. German market, just tiny little bit movement.
So we are again the green island.
we are the fastest growing, definitely.
That's perfect. That's very good news.
And this is due to very many elements. And of course, it was highlighted during our webinars what are these elements, but competitiveness, quality, and basically no dynamics, no mercy to eternal market that gives results as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. And the question to you, Grzegorz, because we are a very dynamic country. We are present thanks to diplomacy, which is done by agency, by Polish Chamber of Commerce, by by union, by many associations. That's gives the room for export. We are present already on 160 countries, and probably because only some of them they are European Union members, and many of them they are still outside of European Union. So your job, which you are doing, helps those companies because they have to happen, some barriers in trade. What ministry is doing to support, the countries to eliminate those unwanted barriers in a trade, so we can develop and our exports even more?
Thank you very much. So, first of all, I'm happy for the invitation, and I'm happy also that Ministry of Economic Development can participate in this evening, especially in the promotion activities for cosmetic industry. And as we see the response of participants taking part in this meeting, so the 10,000 participants, so it means that it is really huge achievement, and also shows us how this digital platform is working and how it is needed during this unusual time. So congratulations, of course, for
much on behalf of BERM.
Yes, of course. Okay, so just going to the question, but before answering your question, I've got also some statistics and, of course, our support for this information that were expressed before about expansion of Polish exports of cosmetics. So we've got also data for this year from January till July, and we've got information that exports during this pandemic time rose by 6%. So, and just comparing,
actually 6.2.
Oh, it's better now.
Where at the same time the entire Polish economy,
that's about fresh
exports
data,
were shrinking by 6%. So if we balance this two,
it show us it show us how this sector is dynamic, and of course is taking the opportunity of this unusual situation and expanding globally. So congratulations, of course, also from us. And just going to the question, first of all, I would like to say that we are taking care about the problems, especially referring to barriers to trade with countries outside the EU bilaterally. and it is some kind of technical meetings and also high-level meetings. However, as it is also the issue of my department, that we are covering also the obstacle to trade at the EU level. And the most important tool what we've got how to deal with this is the Market Access Advisory Committee in Brussels, and it represents member states, but what is especially crucial for business, also European business is taking part on an everyday basis. So of course Cosmetics Europe is present, and I would like to also say that we've got really good cooperation as Polish administration with the European Cosmetic also at this level, and we also deal with some really important issue. I will mention some barriers to trade later on, but what is value added, especially of the raising these problems also at the EU level, that we've got extra support also from the Commission, also from other member states, and also from European business, and all together we've got much more in much more efficient way we can
lobby
we can influence other countries and to influence them to limit such obstacles to trade. And when we speak about barriers to trade, for example, I would like to also say that we've got excellent cooperation with the Polish.
We'll not cover all of them because of time, but just
okay,
you know,
sorry.
maybe one or two. So that's
yes. Okay.
I know
so
that
because we've got
can
excellent cooperation with the Union of the Polish Cosmetic Industry, of course, and thanks to this cooperation, we are struggling a lot with the elimination of barriers to trade. And for example, this is. If we speak about markets, it's China. This is really
Russia,
problematic.
For example.
Russia, for example,
Track and trace in Russia,
yes,
Turkey.
it was a really huge issue, and thanks to our cooperation with the Cosmetics Europe and with the Commission, Russia postponed the deadline for implementation of such stringent requirements later on for October this year. But it was planned to be introduced last year. So it means that business achieved get additional time for the adaptation.
Cooperation works,
and
and
excellent.
We try our best.
Yeah, thank you so much for now. And I have a question also to Anna Oborska. Ania, what do you think? What is your opinion about what distinguishes Polish companies on an international market? What is your opinion, and what would be your, let's say, advice, for example, for international potential buyers or those who would like to trade with Polish companies in cosmetic industry?
First of all, I would like to thank you to WERM to inviting us, to inviting the association to this debate. And answering to the question, what distinguishes Polish companies, I think it was said many times during this fairs, that this is the very high quality, which is, I think, recognized by partners outside in the Europe, but also in the world. And this is also sustainability and safety. I think that also important is price-quality ratio, which is quite good for Polish products, and this is also recognized. When you ask about the advices for the Polish companies, so first I would advise go global. Go global because, and don't afraid. Because
as we can see, they are not afraid.
They are not afraid. They are global.
Being in 160 countries.
Yeah, so go even more global. Yeah, because there is still space to expand, and as far as we see, the Polish industry
eliminate barriers.
Yeah, the Polish industry is still expanding in the world, even under the COVID times, and even if the industry generally has some problems because of this pandemic. Moreover, go online. This is also important because this distribution channel will grow in the future, and that's the future. I think we can observe by numbers that this kind of selling or sale is growing and expanding. So that's of course I think the way to
the main message. Thank you, Ania. We are moving to because we are in pandemic times. So that's maybe the question to ministry once again. what is the picture of Polish exports in cosmetic to non-EU countries, for example, and what is the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on such exports of these Polish companies?
Okay, just to reiterate.
So I will let you continue, see?
Yes, okay, thanks a lot. But as it was said previously, so I don't want to repeat the statistical data, yes, that when we compare data, for example, 2010 and 2019 even, so export doubled. And it means from 1.9 million to almost $4 billion euros.
That's
sorry.
really amazing growth.
Yes, and even every second cosmetic is exported from Poland, yes, abroad. So it is a huge achievement, of course, and it shows us the dynamic of this sector. But if we speak about this pandemic situation, as I show the figures with Blanca as well, that it is dealing really well, and it means that it is taking this opportunity and reacted. The
Even
cosmetic reacted very quickly.
Even in these difficult times.
During this difficult time. So. But we've got also one extra example with Kazakhstan, because when we showed the data, so it was quite shocking for us, but of course positively, because export during this pandemic time, during this year, for the 7 months, rose 10 times. It means from 90 million to 190 million euro.
Love our beauty products.
Yeah.
Blanca, how do you rate? For example, you know that the Polish companies are, they manage to survive, not survive, but to operate, because it's not about survival.
Actually, feeding a little bit more to this, what Grzegorz has just said. That obviously our the biggest, the region that takes the most of our production is Europe. Yeah, it's almost 70% of cosmetic production for exports.
Which
Europe
is natural,
that's a
of course,
natural direction. But what's important, I think, to note, and we talked about this with Grzegorz recently, is that because of COVID and certain markets which were providing us with, for example, raw materials, ingredients, packaging materials, they were one by one during March, April and May, they were closing down. And what suddenly we realized locally here in Poland is that we very quickly have to search for local. We have to find ingredients and raw materials and packaging, plastic packaging, mostly till now used by the industry here locally. So suddenly you value all your local sourcing or your subcontracting, all the delivery, chain distribution.
So double
has
impact
to be,
and positive impact also on the other companies.
Especially that you have to learn very quickly, and unless you do not act and react flexibly and find substitutions to, for example, Chinese distribution of certain elements, or a little tiny pump that you are using in your packaging
perfumes
of cosmetics, whatever. If you cannot very quickly react to these changes and find someone, a supplier, a producer, who will do it for you locally.
But we agreed already that flexibility is the second name and of Polish cosmetic companies. You had also to change a lot, Mr. Ambassador, because Polish Chamber of Commerce was doing, the trade delegation, conducting the trade delegation in reality, many conferences, many meetings, face-to-face meetings. And what was your reaction? How you had to change due to pandemic? Because still to do the right job for the promotion.
Thank you, Janeta. As always in the world, activities online. It's classical situation. So we are organizing business mission online, B2B meetings online, conferences, trainings, some webinars, and it is that gives us very good results. Last very interesting e-forum was organized with our Turkish partners, and now it will be with South Africa. and
And it
with
works.
Malaysia,
And
yeah,
it
and
works.
it works very good. Of course, the technical questions are from time to time, but WebEx or Zoom or other platforms
it works.
really good. We are publishing some interesting new newspapers, newsletters, and also it is very important, not only in Polish, also in English. We are using also a
I
special.
am receiving them,
Yeah.
so I know what's going on.
So we are also using the channel of Commercial Councillors Club created in Polish Chamber of Commerce. These are the commercial councillors of foreign countries here in Poland, and it gives also very good impact for foreign companies which are asking us, thanks to the very important actions organized by the embassies. And last but not least, a very important action invented by Polish Chamber of Commerce is action named "I will not let you close up." It's especially important for cosmetic sectors also. It is the action. This action is based on a system of advance payments for services and products purchased in the future. So.
And it is very good message.
Very important. Very important.
Thank you so much. And a question for the Polish Trade and Investment Agency, for Agnieszka. Can you summarize the situation of Polish cosmetic producers right now in terms of export during this last month, during pandemic times?
No sound.
Mikrofon wyłączony. Wyłączony mikrofon.
Your microphone is off.
Your mic is out.
Can you hear us? Your microphone
Yeah,
is off?
of course.
Oh, now it's on.
It's okay. Okay, sorry for that. So I can only confirm what was said before in terms of cosmetic industry, that it's going very well. And only I can also confirm what Blanca said, how the cosmetic industry developed in this pandemic situation, how they changed their production lines, how they find other suppliers locally in Poland. So this is very important. And in our opinion, still, the cosmetic industry is the most important we support. And I think it's worth to mention also that also it's the most diverse sectors of the economy. Different cultural norms and changing worldwide cosmetic trends require from producers to adapt their offer simply to local conditions. That's why they can do it very well. It's the specific of cosmetic industry. Maybe a few words also what was said about this potential destination, how we
really
assess
few.
this.
We have 1 minute for
1
you.
minute, okay. So I can say 3 words, 3 regions: Asia, Europe, Africa. This is our potential direction for cosmetic expansion. That we assess that they go very well. And maybe a few words about summarizing the results in these difficult times, our Polish cosmetics companies. We can count 20 export contracts which we support to finalize in Denmark, Hungary, also distance market as China, Taiwan, Saudi Arabia. And also now we are currently support business talks with participation of foreign trade offices. So we can see that we will have a lot of successes in the coming
Thank
months.
you so much. Thank you very much. Blanca, I would like to turn the question to you, because right now we are ending, coming to the end of We Cosmoprof, of our part, of course, because We Cosmoprof still lasts, another days.
Yeah.
Yes, but the question: how do you, what do you think about this formula?
How do I assess it?
Yes. Does it work?
Żaneta, you remember that we started thinking and talking about this straight away in March. Yeah,
I remember.
13th of March, we got the lockdown. We started thinking what to do and how to behave. We had so many meetings with our colleagues in Cosmoprof,
Yes.
Fierre, talking to them and having so many discussions
To agree the right
to agree
strategy.
the right strategy. And of course, I have to highlight once again that this is for us a totally new situation and we are learning. The government is learning, the industry is learning, BERM is learning, we are trying. We obviously decided, and that's my assessment so far, but obviously we will ask the company exhibitors what's the value of the business, what's the reverse, what's the turn back to them, how do they value this. But I have to openly say, stressing this, that we put a lot of effort. We weren't certain to start with it if the formula of studios and having companies presenting and having the shows and webinars will actually be interesting enough. But let's just call the numbers. On the very first day when we opened the Cosmoprof Bologna, Cosmoprof Bologna on Monday, 1,700 viewers who were staying with us the entire year, giving us likes, sending us comments, and the mails from all over the globe asking for contacts to various countries, where catalog was really useful to us.
That's fantastic, and the number of viewers were growing, you know. So it was up to even growing up to 22,000. So that was the peak times, you know. So that was really amazing result, and. Do you think, Ania, that how do you like the presentation of Polish companies presented here?
You know, I would like just to say that, as Blanka before said, this is new formula. This is something totally new, and I'm impressed first by the organization and by the effectiveness of this event. And also I would like to thank here the Ministry of Development for the support of such a forum for companies, because I think it's a good direction. And the presentations, they were very interesting, and I think they were showing really
the most important information. Yeah,
the informations, and also the how Polish industry is innovative and how sustainable it is. So
full of innovation and full of new technology. Thank you. And do you think, Jerzy, that Polish companies are well prepared to do the promotion, and how do you support? What would be your message? You know, the final message for for them.
Thank you. Of course, I think that Polish companies are good prepared because there are many successes in the world. It could be better, of course, and I think all Polish cosmetics companies are doing the best. What can I say? Good research, good strategy. It is the base for to be effective, and we are inviting all companies.
You help them with good research, so
we are inviting them to our experts in our chamber, together with Ania, together with Blanka, together with the ministry. Thank you very much, and together with BERM. I would like to thank you for inviting us to this. Africa is last word. Africa is very important now direction. And we are preparing for this year and next year some important actions.
Difficult market for Polish companies, but very, you know,
rewarding at the same time. Difficult to get there.
Very difficult, but very interesting.
Yeah, and what would be the message from the ministry?
So my message is quite simple. Please do not afraid to contact Ministry of Economic Development if you need assistance on other markets, because we are really helpful, and we've got good examples of, for example, cooperation with cosmetics industry, that we can manage problems on the market, and also eliminating barriers to trade is our special goal. So cooperation with us is really effective, and of course I can add also some information about what's going on at the EU level. So now we are approaching the changing of the trade policy, EU trade policy,
Yes.
and there is a review. And one of the key aspects is how to react on this that kind of pandemic as COVID-19, and how to be resilient in the future, and how to find the right answer for business to be more effectively
And
operating on the market.
The foreign companies, for example, the buyers can also turn to you, for example, with the questions, how to trade in a right
Yes.
way, how to trade
Yes.
with Polish
Okay.
cosmetic companies, not just
Yeah.
cosmetic, but we are talking about cosmetic right now. And what would be the message from Polish Agency of Foreign of Trade and Investment and Trade?
The message is simple. Please contact us. Use our foreign trade offices to make contacts with Polish companies, and also for Polish companies, use contact in our headquarters, in our relationship manager who is responsible for cosmetic sector, to start cooperate or to extend the
Thank you very much.
cooperation.
Thank you so much. And Blanca, the last.
Last sentence, a message to our buyers globally. Poland has facilities to produce really high quality products. So be there, be in contact. We are in pandemic situation, but because we have all ingredients and also packaging elements locally, we have creativity, people, knowledge,
And
in skills and infrastructure. So the 5th place in the European Union doesn't come from nowhere. It's supported by a lot of flavor and elements which are needed for good quality products. If it's a branded product or it's sub-construction, whatever, we are ready here in Poland to support you in developing your own businesses wherever you are, China, Hong Kong, or in other areas globally.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for joining me for today's debate. And my main message would be that Poland is ready for the world. It's ready, really, to come to the new market, to discover new markets. And Polish companies are innovative, are brave, are full of, they are matching the global trends, and they are not afraid let's say, to trade with unknown markets as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.